Oh my goodness, sugar. I bet you're wondering what happened to me, huh? Well, I couldn't leave you there with a little cliffhanger without a preview of what's to come. Oh my goodness. Now remember, Officer Bronze is still in the basement, and he is a strapping young fellow if ever there was one. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe he comes out and rescues me. I don't know, but you'll just have to wait and see. Oh my goodness, there he is. Oh, we'll get to Officer Bronze later, but I thought I'd give you a preview of that lovely body. And I guess Disco was feeling a little generous and wanted to explain himself to me, so of course I just was swooning to him and letting him spill his guts, as it were, so I could have some more insight into my situation, as it were.
You see, Snow, I sold you the wrong car. See, the other car had all the jewels in it and the money from all the drug runs they had done. My boss had asked me to take care of the Colombian cartel that had moved in on his turf. I went to the pool hall where I knew they hung out. Hustled them for a couple of games of pool, then we got to talking business. I had told Eric to wait in the car, and I'd be out shortly. He was supposed to take the car with the bodies, not me. Eric had been told something different. Apparently they had leverage over him of some kind, and that leverage was you. Eric probably wouldn't want me telling you, but they threatened to kill you if he didn't do what they wanted, so of course he did it. So we loaded the bodies in the trunk, and we both took off our separate ways. You were supposed to open the trunk, see the money and jewels, and get the love letter I wrote you, but that didn't happen because of Eric and Officer Bronze.
You mean to tell me you've had feelings for me this whole time, Disco? And just now decide to tell me? Well, let's grab a bite to eat. I'm famished after all that ravishing. Oh my goodness. So of course I prepared us a snack, and I crushed up a number of those Valium and put them into his drink. And then I just waited for it to take effect. It didn't take too long though, because he kept pounding back the beer like it was water. Why didn't you just come out and say something to me? You know I'm pretty straightforward and upfront with anything.
I thought it was obvious, Snow. Why does the room feel all kinda marshmallowy? Oh, man.
Once he collapsed, I dragged him out by the pool. I had half a mind to throw him in, but he was my disco pharmacologist, and he wasn't that bad at a good ravishing, so I figured I'd just get him out of the picture for now and deal with any of the consequences later. I didn't know it at the time, but Eric had been watching the whole thing. Needless to say, he was fired up. When Eric walked in and was glaring at me, I was finishing up my cocktail, and I gave him a little look back in my eyes like, "How are you doing, sugar?" Eric may not look like it much right now, but at the time, he was very quick on his feet, and he was behind me in an instant and had a towel around my neck. Oh my goodness, sugar, I thought I was a goner. Now, while the lack of oxygen to my brain was causing me quite a bit of distress, this is what he said to me.
What were you thinking, Snow? What was your plan? Drug me too, and then kill a cop, your disco pharmacologist, and your ex-boyfriend? What were you thinking, Snow? Who do you think you are?
While I was having the life squeezed out of me by Eric, I either had a hallucination or I was experiencing a flashback. Or is that flash forward? Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, these are the events that occurred, as best as I can recall, as told to me by Samantha Meadowlawn. I bet that vixen drank all my liquor. Oh my goodness, sugar. Now what's a girl to do? Oh hell, who is that? I was just getting ready to step in a bubble bath. Oh, let me get the door. It could be somebody important for Snow. Oh my goodness, hold your horses. I'm coming to the door as we speak. Oh, but it could be the cops. And they found the Mormons, and they've got Snow. I'm going to jail, and not with a stitch of clothing on. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Good afternoon. We're your local Jehovah's Witnesses, and we'd like to talk to you about the glory of God and the 144,000 people that will be saved into the kingdom of heaven. Jehovah's Witnesses? Oh, well, at least you're not the police. Anyway, I'm Samantha Meadowlawn, your hostess, and welcome to Snow Marquette's house. So tell me about these people that are going to be saved. There's only 144,000. Well, with the Earth's population being about 6 billion, what about the rest of us? I'm glad you asked that question. We'd like to discuss with you for you to make a contribution to the Watchtower and Jehovah's Witnesses. So you mean to tell me that you just came to knock on my door and ask me for my money, my hard-earned money at that? You know, working the streets is not easy. And then to tell me that I'm not going to get into heaven?
But we've brought you these lovely Watchtower brochures that describe how the Lion will lay down with the Lamb, and all the world will be at peace. And we can teach you how to live in this time on earth until God rains his destruction down on those of you who are unworthy of his love.
Oh, hell no. Lion laying down with the lamb my foot. I'll show you God's destruction raining down on man, unworthy of his love. Oh, look, there's the morning paper. I forgot about it. Oh, well, let me put these bodies in the closet. Oh, they're all better. And in a fit of rage, I slit their throats. I don't know where those scissors came from, but when you answer the door, you never know who's gonna be there. And, well, I drug the bodies and put them in the closet. And, well, the kettle was boiling, so I fixed myself some tea. And I read the paper. Oh, and I clipped some coupons for green beans. They were half off at the Piggly Wiggly. So, of course, I clipped those and put them to the side. When it dawned on me, I had forgotten to finish my bubble bath. Oh, uninvited guests. Snow, you know how much I hate a tepid bubble bath. So I had to drain the tub and start all over. Could you imagine the hassle? So then I put on something low-cut and sexy. I had to borrow something of yours. I hope you didn't mind, but, well, you weren't here anyhow, so... And then I realized I should probably give you a telephone call to see what's going on.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
And when I couldn't get a hold of you, well, I got a little worried. So I went and fixed myself a piece of pie, because, you know, pie makes everybody feel better. And after I ate the pie, well, I went and had some coffee. It was good. And strangely enough, the phone rang. I thought it was you, so I answered the phone right away. Hello? Samantha Meadowlawn speaking. Is this you, Snow? Oh, hello there, Mr. Mouth Breather. Snow's told me all about you, although I would highly encourage you to have a breath mint. Now, is there something I can help you with? Or are you going to continue to breathe real heavy and get me all hot and bothered? Okay, Mr. Mouth Breather, well, if you don't have anything nice to say, I'm just going to hang up. You know, what is it with people who call you and then just breathe in the phone? Or like, when you get a phone call and they say, please hold for an important call. You just called me. Why are you putting me on hold? I was just beside myself, so I sat down to a lovely dinner. And then it dawned on me. I hadn't talked to Snow, and she never called me back, and her phone was disconnected, and I thought, well, she's in the country. Well, maybe I should go out and see what's going on out there and lend her a hand to something. Besides, I was getting bored. So, of course, I made a wardrobe change, and I went to get one of your houseboys to help me get into the car, because I realized I have no idea where this cabin is.
Da, Smorgasbord will help Samantha, but Samantha must help Smorgasbord, ja?
Okay, Smorgasbord. What do you need me to help you with?
Samantha will put oil und mein body. Rub it all over good, ja? Und then Smorgasbord will give you mustache right und ravish you and you scream, nein, nein, ja, ja.
And it was at that moment I understood what your smorgasbord mustache recipe was. And here I thought it was just some Swedish meatball stew. Well, it kind of was. I mean, with the oil and browning of the meat and... Well, anyhow, so he showed me to the car and gave me a little map on how to get to the cabin. So, of course, I had another cocktail and got in the car and began my little journey to come see you at the cabin.